Good day, good day, good day to all my brothers and sisters in the realm of mathematics. How about we start making abundant, tangible habits, right? So, I just put these on the board because I figure, at some point I'm going to ask everybody, which name should we actually call the group, right? I will leave that to you. So, all right. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the admin. So funny when I say it like that. So, as you see, my name is Mr. Jordan C. Whittingham, aka One Bossman Teaching, right? And I need to lead by example. So, essentially, the purpose of the group, right, is to create a space where we as Jamaican or Caribbean mathematics teachers or even physics and ICT teachers as well can essentially share, right, anything that they do in their practice that's probably unconventional. Probably not a lot of people have these solutions to these problems. So that's what this is about. This is about sharing, right? And I mean, I can speak for myself. I'm not stealing nobody's style, okay? Right? So let's not worry about that, right? But ultimately, that's what this is about. I want to create a space for us, because I realized when I did a search on LinkedIn, like, just by example, I typed in mathematics teacher Jamaica, no matches. Mathematics tutor Jamaica, no matches. So I want to create this space so that eventually there will come a point in time where, lick about with Talawa, let's not get overlooked by the general globe, right? Because I have, and maybe that's another thing. So let me be honest with you. This is what I think will happen. I think that for everything that's strictly mathematics or related to the teaching of mathematics, we can have that discussion here, and then the general discussions can be had over here. So maybe that's what I'll do. This will be the name of one group, this will be the name of another group, right? So maybe this could be generally for Jamaican education overall. So whether you're a teacher of mathematics or not, this could be the general discussion. Whereas this would be, since the name is implied, this will be about mathematics. So perhaps I can I mean, I know I asked everybody to vote on it, but I guess it's safe to say that this will be the name of one group and this will be the name of another group. So maybe, you see that? Yeah, we solved the problem. Yeah, you see that? So anyway, let me get my dogs to stop and get back to you. Right, so where was I? Yeah, so again, this will be for us mathematics teachers, and then this will be, even though it's a play on words related to mathematics, this actually means PIE. Since we all know perspective is everything, let's make this a real chat or a real conversation. So, this could be for, the general landscape of education in Jamaica. Might as well, right? Why? Because I kind of feel left out. Let me just give you an example. Imagine being a teacher from Jamaica. You apply for any remote or hybrid or on-site job, right? Or even mostly remote. And every time you apply, you're not part of the big three. And the big three is ABC. And ABC stands for American, British, Canadian. Yeah, so if you're not part of that, then yeah. So this here now. So just so that we understand, I'm going to make this compartmentalization. This will be for the mathematics teachers. This will be for teachers in general, right? So hopefully, right, balancing act, something on the left, something on the right, something on the, yeah, like we're transposing. See that? Now, is there anything else I have to share with you really? I mean, obviously we're going to have rules, I'm making it up as I go along, I promise you. Because I'm not going to be that strict, but let's just stick to the point. Yeah, that's what I want as one of the rules. One of the rules is very simple. In other words, if it's about the mathematics or so this is about mathematics education, this is about education. So in other words, yeah, let's not insert anything else. So no politics, no religion, let's stick to no YouTube ads. Yeah, let's skip the YouTube ads. You understand? Yeah. Let's think about it like that. So anyway, these are the two segments, these are the two groups. Right? So, for mathematics teachers, for teachers in general. You know what? It works some little magic. So now that these introductions are out the way, yeah, I'm a bit lost as to what I need to say. What else is there? Okay. So let me just get straight to the point again. So I have 3 pages related to education, right? One is called Bossman Teaching. Mathematically, you can just say Bossman Teaching because 1 times Bossman Teaching is Bossman Teaching, right? Then we have only one first person tutor. I could show better than I can tell because I could also make that appear on the board. So if we're done with this, you remember, you know what? Let me ask that question because a lot of us come from that, right? Remember those good old days when teachers would write on the board and you're almost done writing the notes and they'd start doing that? And this was before the whiteboard days because it was blackboard, so they rub all of that chalk dust gone. And this was before we had the smartphones for, we didn't have that. I know because when I was going to high school, I had a 3310. So I know I did. The BlackBerry it wasn't around when I was in high school. So I'm sure a lot of us have suffered at the hands of the merciless teacher who would, I don't want to do it because then it just looks a little bit cruel, I never wanted to be that kind of teacher. The one who's, really? Like, seriously, that's exactly like verbatim, that's exactly what happens. So you there know, like, and you look to your friend and say, so you have that, right? And they say, So yeah. But you see, thanks to technology, I have a screenshot of this. So yeah. So it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, that's the sort of thing that we suffered at the hands of our former, teachers back in the day, right? Anyhow, so I cleared the board on purpose, Anyway, let's skip to that. And thanks to the technology, it's back like magic. So, at the very least. So I can make up for, events that happen to be tragic. Yeah, so maybe we should do something like that. Maybe I'll just erase a portion of it and then explain what that portion was about, making abundant tangible habits. In other words, this is the place where we, well, if you remember what I have there, is where we would celebrate, the mathematics teacher who is also a content creator, right? So just to put that out there. So to tell you a little bit about myself, this right here is the space where I advertise social media on behalf of the teachers, right? So all the teachers who are content creators, or as I like to call them, CCOs. Yeah, so this is the page where I deal with all of that. You can type this on YFit or YouTube or Facebook, whichever one. Anyhow, that's enough about that. And here now, this is where I focus on the students struggling in mathematics, be it PEP, CSEC, SBAs, all of that, right? So PEP, CSEC, SBAs in mathematics, possibly social studies too, and of course City and Guilds as well. Stage 2 and 3, probably stage 1 too, but in any case, just to let you know. And then of course, finally, last but not least, we have We Still a Learn. And this, We Still a Learn, is where everybody, teachers, parents, students, all of we still a learn. So this will be a community, right? Just, or at least an attempt at building a community. Something similar to if you've ever seen board teachers or teachers lounge, if you've ever seen them on TikTok or anywhere on social media, then yeah, I'm trying to build a similar vibe over here where that's concerned. So this is just, yeah, just a summary of what I have been up to as a teacher, as a content creator, and that is why I am here. I want to promote that philosophy for everybody. In other words, this is your retirement plan, right? So this is where I would help you to advertise your social media presence, because that's going to be your retirement plan. Cut and dry. That's what this is about. It's about building your own means of monetizing your pages to ensure that you don't have to be teaching till you're 65, right? So that's pretty much what this is about, right? And this here is where, again, I focus on the students struggling in mathematics, right? So that's what this is about. And this is the community, even though, boy, yeah, maybe I need to, let me increase the font. Yeah, see, I did increase the font, so there we go. So that's enough about me. It's enough about me. Now allow me to give you an example of what it would look like to make a video submission over at Making Abundant Tangible Habits. So let me lead by example. Now I don't know about you, but I know about me. Whenever I'm subtracting, I don't like borrowing. I don't like taking out loans. I don't like borrowing. So how would I go about teaching a student, how to make this, how to make this? You know what I'm trying to say, right? Making an abundant tangible habit, right? So what do I do with this? I'm thinking integers. So I have an idea. What if I change this to minus 40,000 plus a certain number that gives me this number right here? Alright, so let me add 7 to this 3. Carry on 1. 9 plus 1. So 0, carry another 1. Now 2 plus 8. 0, carry another 1. 8 plus 2. And of course, the 1 plus 3 gives you 4. Alright, so that means what we really have is we have this in the positive and that in the negative. So what we really do, and you know what? It just occurred to me. The order don't even matter. We can add this up here and then subtract 40,000 from it. Let's do that. So just a reminder, we have this here just so we can remember the minus 40,000 plus this gives us our minus of that figure right here, right? It's just for reference. So let's just get rid of this for now. Now, let's see if this actually works. So we can drop this, and 9 minus 4 is. So the question is, did this actually work? So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I checked off screen, and that is how I make abundant tangible habits. This is one of mine. So feel free to share yours, right? So that's enough for this video. Right? So until